What's going on, y'all? Welcome to today's episode of Solutions, because I always say welcome back. On today,
he came back, y'all. I thought it was it. I thought we was done. I ain't know. Nigga text me and was like, "Hey, I quit. I don't want to do it no more. I'm good. I got other stuff to do. This, that, and the third." I'm just grateful to God that we are here today. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just happy. It just be a lot going on. Actually, that's what I'm going to talk to y'all about today. Is unawareness, and the reason why I kind of stepped away from content is because I have personally been in a construction program. So I am in construction project management. Glory be to God. Basically what he just said. So when you talk about unawareness, first of all, I pray that y'all having a blessed day as usual. You know what I'm saying? So when I say unawareness, first I'm gonna give y'all an example, and then I'm gonna talk about why it's low-key a bad thing and how you can, take advantage of being aware moving forward, or be intentional and being aware moving forward. I probably wrote it. But anyway, so me being in the construction program, I'm not gonna drop no names. So we in the facility of the company that's running this program, bro. We take a break. This day is panelists. It's companies that came out to do mock interviews, and it's panelists speaking on behalf of the unions, like IBEW, Local 134, Local 9, like the unions. You got union reps, you got talent acquisition people from these companies that you in this program to get a job with. So we got a break during the mock interviews or whatever. This may not be that day, but let's just say that was this day. Bro, we go in the restroom, everybody in the restroom at the same time, because it's a unified break. So why are we in the bathroom and it's program participants talking about what type of pills they like to take? Like, oh yeah, I like the downers. Shorty gonna say, no, I like to be up. I'm like, bro, how y'all sitting here talking about pills? And I always pay attention to my surroundings. First of all, I never really indulged in drugs, because number one, I was an athlete, but more importantly, I always was myself. I never did what everybody else was doing. I do what I want to do, as long as it's in God's will. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, bro, y'all talking about what kind of pills y'all like, how y'all like to do drugs, and it's a whole talent acquisition person in the stall. I seen him walk past. So I'm like, bro, y'all got to chill. But in my mind, if I engage, this could be an issue. This could escalate, which is a long-term mentality, which is awareness. It's awareness and realizing what y'all are talking about, who's in the room, and then what can happen if I address you. You know what I'm saying? Is it even worth me addressing you right now? So one of the young men that was actually engaging in that conversation, I had a job shadow with him with with another company. And I talked to him one-on-one. I was like, bro, you got to be cognizant of who is in your area. Like, if you from the west side, south side, whatever, you came up in a rough neighborhood and you was popping pills, doing whatever type of drugs to deal with your situation, that's one thing. But you have to compartmentalize, because you being in this program means that you want to see better for yourself. Dang, I'm gonna show y'all the truck when he pull up, but I gotta show the truck. I ain't gonna lie. But that means that you want to do better for yourself. So you have to be intentional, like, hey, I'm not gonna talk about that while I'm here. If you smoking, that's something you're not gonna slide on that. I ain't gonna lie. If they do a drug test, you're cooked. Like, you just passed up the lineman, bro. The lineman positions is 6-figure positions, and they union positions. You coming in, you guaranteed like $80,000 to $130,000 a year being a lineman. If you going into something else, like I'm going into project management, it pay a little lower on the entry level, but it works for my specific goal. I'm not trying to be an electrician. So would you let drugs, you know what I'm saying, allow you to pass up this opportunity? Like, you got to be cognizant of that. Like, you got to be in tune, bro. So when I spoke to him in one of the shorties that was having a conversation, I'm like, bro, you got to be aware of your surroundings. Like, be intentional. Like, be intentional. And God sent somebody that was, we was about to go on a job shadow with, that was finna drive us to a job site. He sent them in the bathroom, and I'm like, he walk into a stall. I'm kind of pointing at him like, bro, like, be intentional, like, be aware of your surroundings. Basically reiterating, like, when we was in the restroom, you damn near lost a job opportunity because you talking about what kind of drugs you like to take. Like,
it's crazy.
for me, it was a little difficult seeing that from a younger black man, even though I know the kind of environment that most of our people is in nowadays. But like, I know that it's because nobody had this conversation with you before. And even if they did, you weren't hearing them because they either not the same age group or they're not in the position that you want to be in. So, bro, take it from me, bro. Like, I just, glory be to God, landed a position with a black-owned construction company. And that's a whole another video, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But in project management, bro, like, if you want to do it, you can. But you got to be intentional. You got to pay attention to what you're doing, who you're surrounding yourself with. What is your conversation like? Are you able to type out emails? Are you able to articulate yourself accordingly? Are you able to present yourself properly in a professional setting? Like, that's what you focus on. And the people that's talking about the type of drugs they like to take when somebody that's in control of their future is in the restroom with them is the people that you stay away from and or mentor on the side like I did. I create content because it's my responsibility. Some people say, you know, you got the glasses on. Like, I see problems for what they are. So it's my responsibility for me to do my best to articulate that in a fashion where I believe you would be able to receive it, but also detailed enough where you understand why it's a problem. So if this is you, like, honestly, when you go into conversations or even just large groups of people in general, try not to engage immediately. Like, scope out the scene, like, pay attention to what people are saying, how they saying it, who they kind of clicking with, you know, because people be making fun of people, all types of stuff. And a lot of it, some of it be subliminal. Some of them know each other, you don't even know. Like, bro, in my interview, the team, it was a lead estimator, the operations manager, and the vice president was interviewing me. And they were signaling one another. And he was like, yeah, I got the nod that we gonna bring you on in the meeting. They hadn't even said it out loud. Like, you never know who paying attention to what you doing, how you moving. And then in an industry like construction, everybody is tight knit. Like, you never know who knows what. So even if you holding the door for somebody going into the restroom or in a building in general, that was kind of a random example. That actually happened to me. I held the door for a developer and he spoke to your personality. Like, I got hired based on personality. I got mentors in construction, but I don't have concrete experience in construction. So it was a blessing from, you know what I'm saying? It was a blessing from God, but bro, be you and be intentional. So with that said, that was y'all example on unawareness. This may apply to you in a different aspect of life. It don't gotta inherently be in getting a position. It may be in your day-to-day, your relationships, whatever, but try to figure out how unawareness may be having a negative impact on you and, you know, leverage the solution I just gave to make steps moving forward. So with that said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all will most likely see me here again. I ain't gonna lie, I just needed a little sabbatical. Get my mind right, you know what I'm saying?
On phone now.
Yeah, ON, so he be trying to. I digress. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.